word left. Settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down. That's what it is. Settle down. Let's go. Come on.
It's weird, isn't it? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Settle Down Podcast. I'm your host, Nick. Here with me, as always, for 10 other episodes, is the infamous Andrew Gilligan. Big news stories today, things to talk about that are, I don't know, I find them moderately interesting, and I'm sure you do as well. You were the one who brought it up to me, and then when I was like, I don't know how big it is, before we kind of looked into it a little bit, I asked RJ. Shout out RJ. And I was like, what should we do? He said the same thing. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be some validity to this.
Yep.
How you doing today before we get into it?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Feeling good. It's a nice day out. I'm a little hot, but
yeah, it's
nice.
warm.
It's nice.
It's weird. It's like
definitely warm.
It's like one of those days where if you wear shorts, you're like too cold, but when you wear pants, you're too hot.
Yeah.
It's just a weird.
I feel like spring just kind of fly. Like there's no more spring. You know, that's how I feel. It's weird.
Yeah, goes winter, summer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, other than that, I'm doing good.
Cool, man.
How about yourself? How are you feeling? Good?
I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great. I'm excited. A lot of big plans for this podcast coming up. Lots of big plans.
Keep your eyes and ears out, folks.
Yeah, I'm just. You know what it is? That's what it's like. Butterflies, like nervous but excited.
There's some stuff coming up, and it's
there's a lot of cool stuff coming up.
We're gonna fly off the handlebars.
You're so weird. Fly off the handlebars is not a saying, my friend.
It can be if I make it one.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some cool shit coming up, and I'm excited for it. You know what else I'm excited for right now?
What?
The fact that I'm sitting here with you.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine.
Me too.
You know where I'm not sitting, Andrew?
Where?
In a prison cell somewhere.
Yeah.
That brings us to our first story of today. A young thug, along with 27 other affiliated YSL gang members, were arrested on an indictment in a RICO Act case yesterday, I believe. So apparently from 2012 to 2022, the YSL gang participated in random acts of violence and theft and drugs, whether that's smuggling or dealing. The district attorney for Fulton County in Georgia said that her number one focus is targeting gangs and gang-related activity in Fulton County, and that in that county in Georgia, 75 to 80% of all crime that takes place is gang-related, which I thought was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
Yeah, it's crazy. Supposedly, many of the defendants, the people that were charged, are facing like multiple life sentences. Like this is not like
and then, like things on top of that too.
But this it's not petty crimes that are a couple of years here and there.
Serious shit. Yeah.
And then the only other thing is she said this quote, which will get into kind of where I want to go with this. Like I want to hear your opinions on this whole thing. Like you listen to Young Thug, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't want to say that like, well, I don't. I really don't. It's not my style of music. But at the same time, this is interesting because this plays into the idea of celebrity and even in our industry and a whole bunch of other stuff.
What they can.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to go off the rails on that after you're done, and I want you to kind of spew for a second here. But this one quote from the district attorney, there were 10 arrests, or 10, I'm sorry, really quick. So 10 of the indicted 28 people were already in custody. So these were things that were like, I do a crime, I go to jail. While I'm in jail, they find out that there was another crime that happened 2 years prior that you were involved in, and you go, yeah, but Nick was there too. So now while I'm in jail, already in custody, in prison,
fucked more.
They're like tacking on more things to just keep them in there. So you looked up an article, what is it, New York Post, New York Times?
Yep.
Okay.
New York Times, yeah.
New York Times. So you're going to go through some of the stuff that was listed in there, but I want to read this one quote from the district attorney who said at the press conference, I think it was yesterday or earlier today, I'm not sure. She said, the First Amendment does not protect people from prosecutors using it as evidence if it is such. And I think that's really interesting. So obviously in America we have freedom of speech, right? First Amendment, freedom of expression, freedom of whatever. And I feel like, especially recently, not getting political with this at all, but I feel like there's been there's definitely some confusion around like freedom of speech and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can't yell fire in a crowded theater. You know, those are some restrictions on it. But you're more than welcome to express yourself and say whatever you want to say. Yeah. And again, this goes back to our other episode that had to do with where we talked about like mistakes. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Alec Baldwin. Like, I know that Alec Baldwin shooting that lady is not part of the First Amendment, but what I'm saying is you can say, in America, you can say pretty much whatever you want to say. To an extent. You can say pretty much whatever you want to say. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do. If you commit a crime and for whatever messed up reason in your head you decide you want to post about your lifestyle and things that you've done,
or rap about it in a song,
right. If you want, you're more than welcome to do that. Yeah. But it's also
know the consequences.
Yeah, it's also pretty similar to like it's pretty similar to confessing in the form of a rap song, or whatever. A speech or whatever it is. But I want to hear some of the stuff that they've been indicted with, like some of the charges. And you can read directly from the article. I'll link the article from the New York Times or New York Post?
New York Times.
I'll link the New York Times article in the description below this video. But I figured for a Friday episode, right? It's kind of it's a nice way to kind of kick off the weekend with some interesting news shit, Go for it.
So here's kind of what they got. The indictment says.
Go for it.
Monday's 88-page indictment, however, alleges that the gang was involved in a wide variety of illegal activities, including witness intimidation, murder, attempted murder, carjacking, robbery, theft, and drug dealing.
Okay, can we slow down for a second?
Yeah.
What was the first one?
Variety, including witness intimidation.
Oh, it's so fucked up.
Murder, attempted murder, carjacking, robbery, theft, and drug dealing. A number of people are named as victims of shootings or attempted shootings, including Dwayne Carter, the New Orleans hip-hop star who raps under the name of Lil Wayne.
They shot him?
What?
They shot him?
No.
They shot Lil Wayne?
No. Just like a person who died, just like connected. Like Lil Wayne's part of it, so it's like...
Lil Wayne got arrested?
I don't know if he did, but he's...
oh my god! Now I'm interested.
Or attempted
now I'm
shootings.
really interested.
Yep. So a number of people are named as victims of shootings or attempted shootings, including Dwayne Carter, the New Orleans hip-hop star.
Right. But I guess
Lil
the
Wayne.
sentence doesn't make sense to me the way that you're reading. I'm just trying to clarify. What I'm saying is, was he someone who
died?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is, but he was connected with it in a way.
With the shooting.
With the shooting, yeah.
Not with the person.
Yeah,
with the shooting.
The shooting, yeah.
So he could have been the shooter.
Yeah, or he could have been.
Bro.
So
what?
The name Lil Wayne, and whose tour bus was shot at by a YSL member named Jimmy Winfrey in April 2015.
The reason I was interested in this, right? Can I be honest with you? The reason that this hit me is I'm totally into like the whole mafia ties, which is why the RICO Act was invented. It was for organized crime, but it was invented under Rudy Giuliani in New York.
Yeah.
That's where it first was. He didn't invent it, but it was created. He was the first person to really use it hardcore. So usually when there's a RICO Act that comes down, it's for racketeering, extortion, drug dealing, violence, whatever it is, and it's always kind of been affiliated with the mob, the Italian mob, right? Northern New England area, or East Coast, northern East Coast. So it's very interesting that they use that same act on these guys, and I was like, okay, I want to hear about what happened here.
Yeah.
It's also very interesting because normally the thing that sticks out to me in this case specifically, right, is like when it's a mob affiliated gang, mafia people, like their whole idea is to stay under the radar. So when these indictments come out, you don't know anybody who's getting arrested. You're like, oh, look at all these people that are getting arrested. I can't believe it. They were in the mob, I guess, or something, right? But like the whole persona of these rappers is to like talk about the stuff, the bad stuff that they. Am I wrong? I mean
most of their fame comes from them rapping about drugs and guns and violence.
And violence, and look at all this stuff that I did that was illegal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Deadass, yeah. So it's like, why are you doing?
I mean, is it not kind of like?
Yeah.
How to not get caught 101
Yeah.
is like don't.
It's like how to turn myself in 101.
Right. How to go to jail.
Well, the thing that I don't...
And then I guarantee they blame the system. The system's corrupt.
Yeah, the thing that I don't understand is, like, I love these rappers, Young Thug, Gunna, whatever. I think they're very...
I'm sure the music's great. I'm
yeah,
sure
I
they're
think
very talented.
talented people and stuff.
Snoop
But,
ain't
like-
going to jail. Snoop's
like,
dope.
A lot of their mottos is, like... It's like they're, like, trying to get out of the hood or, like, get out of the mud. You know what I mean? Like, their
Yeah, but
life...
that's clearly bullshit.
Their life was hard. They're trying to get out of it. So I don't understand when they get the money and they
Right.
get the fame...
Right.
Why did they still tie in with it? You know what I mean? Like, if your whole motto is, like, get out the hood and, like, escape the hood, and you rap about it in your songs, and then the fame comes and the money comes, why don't you disperse yourself from it? Like, walk away from it.
Okay,
you know?
so there's definitely, like, two sides to that coin.
Yeah.
One of the things that people complain about rappers who make a ton of money and stuff is that they kind of leave their hood behind.
Yeah.
And they don't go back and help help the community or anything like
Build
that.
it up again, yeah.
Which I don't think is right either. You should,
Yeah.
you know, if you came from nothing,
Yeah.
you know, you
Which
should
I-
at the very
which
least
is-
you should be trying to help your community.
Which
out.
is part of why I believe YSL was like that. Like, Young Thug started it kind of as a way to, you know, do that, but... Young stoner life, but, yeah, I don't know. It's just confusing.
Yeah, Young Thug was arrested Monday.
Yeah,
Monday
there's more.
afternoon.
There's more stuff I get to read.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
You're good,
interrupt
you're
you. I
good.
was just like, it's very interesting to me, and I have definite thoughts and opinions on the whole
Yeah.
thing.
So you got to hear this though. So
Go.
Mr. Williams, Young Thug,
Mr. Williams, Young Thug. yeah. Go.
is named as having committed a number of illegal acts for which he is not charged, but which are described as overt acts in furtherance of the group's criminal conspiracy. Among those allegations are an instance of threatening to kill a man at a mall in possession of methamphetamine with the intent to distribute it. Mr. Williams is also alleged to have a rented
Say that again. Slow
Yeah,
down.
all right,
bro.
all right.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to comprehend what you're saying.
All right.
What did he do? Supposedly? Allegedly?
Among those allegations
Yeah.
are an instance of threatening to kill a man at a mall in possession of methamphetamine with the intent to distribute it. Mr. Williams is also alleged to have rented a silver Infiniti Q50 sedan that was used in the commission of the murder of a rival gang leader, Donovan Thomas Jr., in January 2015.
People are so dumb, dude.
In January
They're
2015.
so dumb,
I
dude.
do want to see who that is. Donovan Thomas.
He went and rented. Would you go to walk into Enterprise and you're like, hey, I need a van that I can murder somebody in? Silence. Talking.
Oh, I'm trying to look this up. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, what were you going to say, though? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Trying to do a podcast here, bro.
I know. I was looking up who Donovan Thomas Jr. was. Couldn't find it. But, yeah. Yeah. So... and then 5 men. So Donovan Thomas, who Young Thug rented the silver Infiniti Q50.
Mm-hmm.
The person who they killed, whatever, with that car, or whatever that was.
So they did actually kill
Yeah.
somebody died.
Somebody died, yes. Donovan
Right.
Thomas Jr. died January 2015.
Right, so this goes back to excuse me, this goes back to what I said in the beginning, which is
Yeah.
these indictments
Or
are sprawling
10 years,
a decade
yeah.
of stuff that they've just compiled everything on.
Yeah.
So this is my issue. So it's two sides. It's not all bad Young
Yeah.
Thug, okay?
Yeah.
Personally, the RICO Act, in my opinion, is a little overkill. Like, it's a little much.
Yeah.
And I understand why it was invented. I understand the way that it's used. But, like, so, again, mafia people, whatever, right? Let's say they run, like, an illegal casino, like a fake, like a makeshift, casino gambling thing, right? you can use a RICO Act for that.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to play cards with your friends.
Yeah.
So how do you need time to establish that they're running like an illegal gambling ring?
Yeah.
How long have they been doing this or whatever? And then you bring these people in.
Yeah.
But when you have people who are flagrantly running around and like murdering people, threatening violence, drug dealing, stuff like that, here's my question. Why did you let them run around and do all this shit for 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years. You knew about in 2015, you knew that someone got murdered.
And that's where like the money and the fame comes in.
And you
like,
didn't, right. And you didn't catch them or take them in until 2022?
Yeah.
Give me a break, bro. Settle the, come on.
Yeah. That's the thing that really pisses me off about these rappers and shit. It's like, you guys have such a big platform. And like, there's.
Listen, I'm not saying they got to make like Christian rap out of it. You know what I mean?
God, no.
Like,
God,
nothing
no.
has to be like, oh, come to Jesus and all this other crap.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to be like.
Yeah. But I'm saying.
But what are you doing, bro?
I'm saying you have the mansions, you have the money, you have the fame, you have the voice, you have the rap. It's like, what else do you need? Like, why do you need to kill a person? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't understand. Like, it's like you're there. It's like, how much? Like, there's no further to go. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It pisses me off. How
I think that was one thing that I really. So I love Biggie. I listen to Biggie Smalls all the time.
Yeah.
Right. One thing that he raps about a lot is like where he was and where he. Well, now he's passed away, but
where he was at.
Where he was at. Right?
Yeah.
Went from negative to positive. That's like the dream.
Yeah.
That's the goal right there. That's the thing that's like dope about it. Now I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not really a huge today's like rap fan in general. And that doesn't mean the music's not good. It's just not something that I listen to on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But I do get the sense that like the game has changed in the sense that people rap more about like this is where we were and it's where we are and look how much money we have and look how many crimes we're committing and we're so badass. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, it's kind of like.
I mean lyrically, like the actual lyrics of the song.
It's like, yeah, they like rap about like they're negative. And then they like turn it into a positive, but it like stays negative. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, negative plus positive is a negative.
Right.
You know
like
what I
if
mean?
you listen to someone like Biggie, right?
Yeah.
He talks about having to sell crack to like help his mom pay for groceries.
Yeah.
That's a horrible life.
Yeah.
Like that's some scary shit that like no one besides people in his position would have to know how to do. Look at Eminem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like very, 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 very successful, famous people.
Yeah.
They rap about real shit. They talk about real shit.
Yeah.
And they talk about how they got out of it, and thank God they got out of it, and thank God they don't have to do that anymore, and blah, blah, blah. And again, I don't mean in the thank God like a Christian-y, like they got to be so humble and great way, but I just feel like
they're like appreciative.
But the story has changed.
Yeah, totally.
Like
yeah.
the idea, generally speaking, is like, yeah, we're gonna fuck you up, this, that, and the other thing, and then we're gonna rap about it when you're dead.
Yeah.
It's like I just don't understand it. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then it just causes all this beef between like other rappers and stuff. I don't know. I just don't understand. It's like it's like every other day another rapper gets like put away or shot or killed or this or that, and it's like they have so much fucking talent, and it's like, why are you just wasting it to fucking put a bullet in someone's head? Like, I just don't understand.
I think there's also something to be said about older rappers that aren't trying to like guide or lead these new younger rappers.
It's because I don't think they care for them.
That's a problem to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right. I think that like these guys, these artists are. We've had many conversations. Again, you asked me earlier today, like about hobbies and being creative.
Yeah.
And I think that one thing that people don't really ever sit and think about is like the idea that your brain using your brain like a muscle, like an actual muscle, and having to work that out.
Yeah.
If you've ever tried to write a rap song
or
write a poem, like in school when the teacher would be like, your homework assignment is to write a poem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like trying to rhyme.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard.
it is so like the skill level.
It's fucking. I made songs before. My friggin'.
But the skill level you need to be as successful as these guys and
It's
drop
hard.
album after album after
hard.
album. First of all, I don't know how they have time to commit any sort of like felonies or crimes or anything like that. Like, where do you find the time?
Yeah,
like
for
when
real.
you're because these people are constantly in the studio, constantly in the
real.
studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But where the fuck are the other successful people that are like, yo, now that you've made $50 million on this album, let me show you how to invest it, because that's what they should be doing.
Yeah. And instead, they
like Snoop, where you at? Dr. Dre, where you at? Eminem, where you at? Where are all these people that are like, even if you're not necessarily giving back to your own community, which is a whole other topic of discussion on like, it's just a whole other thing altogether. But like, what about like all these young rappers and artists that are out there doing their stuff? And it's like, yo, where's your guidance?
Yeah, it's like the people out there that are like calming the Lil Pumps and the freaking stupid
And if you're going to
idiots,
talk
like,
about in your songs and your stuff about how your dad left or you don't have a father figure or whatever it is, and like, okay, I understand that that's rough. Like, life is rough and for many different people in many different ways, and I totally understand that. I'm not negating or but like, you have tons and tons and tons of successful people over here that are your father's age, right?
Yeah.
And like, none of y'all are like reaching out to each other and trying to help build each other up and build a community that's like still dope, still gangster, whatever you want to call it, still amazing. But like, you don't like, dude, if I make $1 million tomorrow and then I spend $1 million, I'm still at where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, how do you invest that money? What do you do with it?
It's like, why does everyone still love Snoop? It's because
Snoop's dope, dude.
He's not a fucking bitch. And
he's
like,
He's
he
not
keeps
at all.
it real, and it's fucking.
He's real as fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about like the way that I guess. I mean, that's a fucked up.
He lives how he wants to live.
He lives how he wants to live.
That doesn't mean he just goes out on the street and fucking shoots someone for the hell of it.
But that also doesn't mean that he like that where he came from wasn't rough.
Exactly.
Dude, Long Beach, Inglewood, Compton, that area, like that's not
a tough area. Yeah.
I lived there. Like, it's not it's in the right spots.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
In the wrong spots, it ain't okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but he got out of there.
Yeah.
He's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire for like the past 30, 40 years.
All he does is get stoned and go on talk shows.
Okay, but like, what? But you tell me Snoop doesn't have a business manager?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm kidding.
No. You're right though.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
But like, clearly he's doing something right. Because again, and this happens in sports all the time. You'll have somebody who makes millions of dollars in the NBA, NFL, whatever it is, and the year after they retire, they're dead broke.
Yep. Yeah.
Because without that contract, without that money coming in, now they can't continue to live the lifestyle that they're living. It's because no one is guiding these people on how to like live life, invest their money the right way. Yeah. And like, why are you running around beefing with other people in your industry? Like, I just don't understand it.
That's what like.
It's one thing that I really like about filmmaking is whenever I meet somebody who like knows shit about filmmaking and stuff, the first thing that we talk about is like, yo, we should work together on some shit. Like, there's never any like, I've never ever seen. Granted, people have said like, I'm not a fan of that movie, right? Whatever movie it is, like something big. But like, I've never seen filmmakers talk about other filmmakers in a way that's like, yo, fuck that guy, whatever, blah blah blah. Everybody's like, yeah, maybe that movie wasn't my favorite or whatever, but then you meet somebody and you're like, oh, I'd love to work with you on something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why is that not like across the board?
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's like J.R. Smith said that. He went on an interview and he's like, when I was first in the league, like making all these millions and stuff, he's like, I'd rather go fucking throw $72,000 at a stripper instead of like invest that into crypto or like.
It's crazy.
Or like stocks, and he's like, I was just so stupid, like to think like that, and like looking back, I was like, you fucking idiot, like, you know. And
like
it's
these
like,
people could, if they just had the right person investing their money for them, while they're in the studio, while they're living their life, while they're doing their own thing, if they had a business manager or whatever doing their investments for them, they could literally all of them, young, old, indifferent, doesn't matter, all be billionaires. Like all of them could be like Elon Musk.
Yeah. They hold that.
I
like,
just don't
platform
get it, man.
Too.
And they're so talented. Like, it's so sad when
It's
these
like
people
music
get
is
shot and die.
Dude, music
like,
is such a fucking big industry, and it just like sucks to see like when like most of these people have like real raw fucking talent that like not everyone has.
It's such a blessing to be
rap
able to get out of some of these areas. And these
500 words a minute is just like, it's so real and it's so impactful, and music has such a touch on some people's hearts and the way their life goes and what they make decisions off of the music they listen to, like for real.
Oh
like
my
seriously,
God.
it has like such a huge impact. Like in my life, like I don't like not like driving would fucking suck without music.
Go and just to put it in perspective for the filmmakers that watch this show, go watch your favorite movie without the soundtrack.
Yeah, like go on a 3-hour drive, complete silence. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm all set.
You know what I mean?
It's like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna turn on Young Thug and listen. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the shit where
Right,
it's just
but
like,
this is like, it's just like,
sucks.
what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, just
You know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Like,
like that
I
standard.
don't even look at it
and-
from. I don't even look at it from the perspective of, like I don't care. Like, there are definitely people who are going to be out there who are like, oh, but like he was being targeted by this other whatever gang and blah, blah. And it's like, bro. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Smarten up, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yep. I don't know. It just it sucks to see.
I don't understand it, Andrew. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I just don't understand how their heads work. It's like, okay, you got the Lambo, you got the crib,
There's a lack of guidance.
you got the $1 million student.
And I'll tell you right now,
studio.
when you start making a lot of money, everybody and their grandmother comes out of the woodwork looking for a handout.
Yep. Yep.
Whether they liked you or not before, whether they were there to help you a lot or not before, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody comes looking for a handout. And that sucks you right back in because you want to help people that you think you care about or whatever it is. But, yeah, the drugs especially. Drugs are, like, and I mean hard, I don't mean like weed.
Yeah.
Meth and
It's like, why? Why?
oh my God.
Just doesn't make any fucking
Nothing
sense.
good comes out of that shit.
Nothing.
Nothing good comes out of that shit. And if you're that successful and you're still...
Yeah, it's like, why do you need it, dude? Like,
Because they don't have anybody to tell them, like, yo, this ain't good.
yeah.
You know? Like, hey, maybe you should not do this.
Yeah.
Stop selling drugs.
Yeah.
It's not cool. Like, if Elon Musk was a meth dealer, it wouldn't be cool. People would be like, what are you doing, bro? You're a billion... Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's not gangster. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, dude, you have like $500 billion.
Like that's not like you're not a G because you sell meth.
Yeah.
You're a G because you sold meth and then you found out a way to get out of that situation because you did what you had to do to survive.
Exactly.
That's
the right
the fucking message, bro.
Yeah.
But the message today is different. The message today is like, I sell meth. Aren't I cool because I sell meth? And it's like, not really, bro.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's like, I have guns, I have fancy cars, and
I have
drugs.
guns, and if you like hit on my girl, I'm gonna shoot your ass. And it's like, okay,
It's like, okay, I'll not
half the world's
hit on your
fucking
girl.
gay now anyway.
Yeah.
So like, what? Like,
Yeah.
no one's really hitting on your girl, bro.
It's just,
Like, no one's hitting on your girl, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's just like, I don't. It just sucks.
I just don't get it,
It just
dude.
sucks. It's like music is such a big part of people's lives, and I just feel like these artists don't realize it. It's like, dude, like, if you're selling out like 50,000 person shows, whatever.
What about online sales, music,
It's like, isn't that a great
YouTube
feeling already?
monetization,
It's like, what else do
views?
you need? Dude, if you're on stage performing in front of hundreds of thousands of people and they're all singing your song, it's like, what else do you need? You know? It's like the feeling you get in that moment, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, I fucking, look at me, I made it. It's like, why do you need to sell drugs and kill people then? It's like, isn't that feeling alone enough to settle you? You know? Like, I just don't understand.
I really don't. I don't get it.
Yeah.
When you first brought this up to me,
Yeah.
and you said it was a RICO case,
Yeah.
I figured that I didn't even know who the people were indicted in this.
Yeah.
Whenever you said RICO, I thought they were laundering money.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like tax evasion, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, this multimillionaire threatened to kill a guy at a mall, and then he also had meth on him? You're like,
Yeah.
oh. Like, doesn't it kind of like take the wind out of the sail a little bit? Like, it's like, oh.
It's like you're not that cool.
Wah, wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah. Am I wrong, though?
No. God, no. So it's just that people don't like to think that way nowadays.
How old are these people, too? That's another thing I want to know.
Like they're like 26, 27. I'll look it up.
Thank you.
Okay, so Young Thug's 30.
Bro. Andrew.
Gunna is 28. And then another. I'm just like looking up all the big names that
Okay, but
in
you
YSL.
can stop right there, though.
And Lil Keat is 24. The young, like one of the youngest ones is 24.
You're 30, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're 30.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yep. Dude, I used to listen to his music. Like, I was like the biggest Young Thug fan, and I still am. And it's just like,
I'm not even saying that people should or shouldn't listen to the music. I don't. That's not
Yeah.
even the point. Like, you could have had the rest of your life to like.
chill.
If you stop today,
Yeah. Like, if you quit music now, you can live your life to the fullest.
do whatever you want to do.
Like,
Whatever you want to do.
oh, it's so annoying, dude. So annoying.
But isn't it like aggravating? Because it's like, bro, like, what a waste of
Yeah,
time
it's
and
like,
talent
and money
and like.
and shit. It's just like, why throw it all away? For what? For your ego?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
nice.
that's really. It's just again, it's just sad.
Yeah, it just sucks.
No guidance,
Yeah.
no help.
I just wish there was that like that group or like that person for like rappers that just can't escape this shit. Should just be like, yo, come with me. Just come with me.
Yeah, it should be
You know?
older rappers, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I just wish they were there.
Like, yo, I didn't have a dad either. Like, yo, I didn't have this either. Yo, I came from the hood. Yo, I don't
Yeah.
have anything else either. Come with me. Let me show you how to like make yourself into the rap version, the musical version of like an Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And I say that because he's like the extreme, right? Like
Yeah,
Elon Musk is like
exactly,
the richest person in the whole world. But like that doesn't mean that Snoop doesn't know how to invest his money.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and then it's up to them too. If Young Thug doesn't want that kind of help, then he doesn't want that kind of help.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't see it. Like, there's just not like it's the narrative, like the story, like the dream has changed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not rags to riches anymore.
Like the generation, yeah. It's rags to riches to rags.
rags to
Literally.
riches to fucking jail cell. The
Rags,
thing I think
riches
these
stays
people don't
rags.
understand, and like the thing that kids today in general don't understand is like, again, First Amendment, free speech. You can dress the way you want to dress. You can
Yeah.
act the way you want to act. You can say the things you want to say, but there are repercussions. There are repercussions, and that's not saying that the rap game, like the way they dress or anything, is even bad. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go out and sell drugs, if you're gonna do things that you want to do, if you're gonna go threaten to murder people,
Yeah.
sorry, dude, there's like repercussions for that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what are you
like
supposed to do?
This generation, like, it's so weird, dude. It's like a rapper dies, and then everyone's like, no, like, oh my god. Like, they get so
I hate when
sad.
people, bro. I hate when like when a rapper gets shot or something like that, especially one that's like
Yeah.
involved with this type of stuff.
Mm.
People go, "Oh my god, I can't believe this happened."
Yeah, it's like you
can't believe this happened?
Yeah, I was just about to say
Go listen to his
that.
music.
Yeah,
That's all he
exactly.
talks about.
It's like, what do you mean you can't believe this
Like,
happened?
what are you
You
talking
hear
about?
the shit that he says in his songs. Like,
All he
you-
says in his songs is, "I have this gun, I have that
Yeah.
gun, I have these girls. You can't have them. If you hit on them, I'm gonna shoot you. And
Yeah.
by the way, I sell tons of drugs and blah blah blah." You can't believe this happened? So sad, so young. So that where were you?
Yeah.
Where was the guidance? Where were the people that like?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
and then it's like, oh, it sucks to see that and like that happening. And it's like, yeah, it sucks. Like that, they asked for it, dude. It's like they want to do this shit. Like, you can't be mad when they fucking die.
that's why Biggie and Tupac's deaths were. I mean that, and they're still unsolved. But like the But that's why those shootings were so impactful, because people were like, wait, what? Like, they're trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I wish generations, like, couldn't change in a way. I don't know. It just, like, sucks.
I do have another quick story on a completely different topic.
Yeah.
Again, RJ did send me this one. And I'll put this video up here right now. James Cromwell from Succession. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Succession on HBO. No, I'll show you a clip from it after. The actor and honorary director of PETA superglued himself to a Starbucks counter in New York City on Tuesday. Cromwell glued his hand to the counter at a Midtown Manhattan location to call on Starbucks to stop charging extra for vegan milk.
See, this is the shit that pisses me off, that our world has come to the point where we're fighting about milk.
Right to protest.
Where we're fighting about milk.
Well, they're not fighting about milk. I think this is something that yeah. Sorry, little aneurysm. Like, what? Oh, what are you doing? What the fuck? What are you doing?
I don't know. It's like fucking the milk.
You super glued your ass to a countertop.
It's like the milk, though. How about the fucking 75% of the glass is ice, and are you even drinking coffee? Or are you drinking water at that point? Like, fuck the milk.
Why don't you just say, you know what? And listen, I'm not saying this. I'm saying if you're trying to protest something, why don't you just boycott something? Like, I will never watch another Amber Heard movie ever again. Yeah. I'm pretty safe to say that I haven't seen one yet. Just because I didn't even know that she existed until Johnny Depp decided to sue her for defamation.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that I will never watch an Amber Heard movie after what she's done to this guy.
Yeah.
Unless there's incredible evidence that comes out that hasn't come out yet. With that being said, though, why don't you just not drink Starbucks if you don't like that they charge you more for vegan milk?
Go to Dunks.
Go to Dunks, dude.
Make your own.
Yeah, why don't you just
Why don't you just get your own espresso machine?
Right. No, you're more than welcome to go on Facebook and say, yo, I don't drink Starbucks because they charge more for vegan milk, and I don't stand for that, and whatever. It's okay to be a vegan. You want to be a vegan, and you want to stand up for whatever, that's fine. You went into a private business and vandalized their property by supergluing yourself to it.
Poor barista, huh?
It's going to cost more money and do more damage to the environment because they had to call the cops, bring all the cars down, do all that shit. You're going to have more new countertops made. That'll be good for the environment. Good job, vegans.
Poor barista, huh?
Fucking idiots, man. Like, this is so stupid.
It's like, why?
That's how you protest, you stupid idiot?
Like, why so much hate, though? Like, why so much fighting and hate? Why does everyone just want to nag on each other?
I know. Why can't you just, let people be?
Or live. It's like, we're all here to do the same thing.
People need to worry about themselves a lot more.
Yeah.
People don't do that. They just worry about what everyone else is doing all the time, constantly.
Exactly.
And if people give more of a shit about themselves
the world
than other people,
very nice.
It would just be so much more productive.
Yeah, it would be great.
Who gives a fuck? Now, granted, we're sitting here talking about news stories about other people today.
Yeah.
We say that, but then we sit here and talk about other people in our podcast.
Yeah, I mean, people can say that, but why are we doing this podcast for ourselves, though?
Sure, and we need topics every day.
Exactly.
So that's why. But fuck it, whatever. I don't know. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna super glue yourself. I've never heard of that in my life. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Hey, Nick, let's go to Starbucks. I want to super glue my ass to it.
Yeah, I think I just. Hey, heading to Starbucks. Grab that super glue. Super glue on the way out. What are you thinking?
The little ass hairs left on the countertop.
I think it was their palms, but still. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's vandalizing the property. So that means that like
get charged with that.
People just never think these things through.
Yeah, ever.
You're a vegan. So you're trying to like protest that like what? That they charge extra for vegan milk? Well, guess what? No one else is a vegan except you. So if you want specific vegan milk, that's why they charge more, because it costs. They can't buy it in bulk.
Well, I was just about to say that, yeah.
The same way they buy regular
You think
milk.
Starbucks is paying more money for vegan milk than regular milk?
Probably. Are you gonna
Probably.
super glue yourself to the grocery store because 1% costs X amount and vegan milk costs 3 times as much?
Yeah, exactly. Or like a New York strip versus a filet mignon, like, you know.
Well, they're vegans. They don't know what those are.
I know. I was just. That's weird.
No, I'm speaking directly to the vegans right now. You know,
just bring up meat when we're talking about vegans.
Venison's really good this time of year too.
You ever had lamb?
Right. It's so messed up. But the vegans, they don't even eat eggs. They don't eat animal products. Like it's not vegetarian.
Yeah, eggs,
they don't wear leather like these vegans because it's animal product.
Yeah.
Chilly.
Yeah.
Kind of chilly. In the winter. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I think it's nuts.
People need to
Literally, people have hunted and used animals for thousands of years. Indigenous people
need to settle down.
Native Americans, like that's literally what they do. Is like they would hunt animals
like,
and they would use every single part of the animal to like.
How do you think we got here?
Why do we wear clothing?
Yeah.
Because people used to wear animal pelts to keep themselves warm. Otherwise, we'd all be walking around naked. To be honest with you, 100%.
You ever seen The Revenant, where he cuts the keep warm? You know.
Right.
Yeah. It's, people actually did
but
that.
like literally, the only reason we wear clothing is because thousands and thousands of years ago, to keep warm in the winter, you would wear animal pelts.
Yeah.
Rest of the year, you walk around nude. Nothing.
Yep.
Nada. Winter comes, we should wrap up. Somewhere along the line, someone said, "Sound like this? What you got going on here?"
Yeah.
They started developing textiles and fabrics and everything else, and then it became the normal thing. A couple thousand years later, whatever it was, you have like
your socks and your tighty whities and
all your craziness.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
All your craziness.
Yeah.
But like, and it's fine if, again, it's just, I don't know why you can't make an Instagram post saying, "Oh, screw Starbucks.
Yeah.
They suck because they charge 50 cents more for
milk,
vegan milk."
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, Starbucks is probably paying more to get the vegan milk. Never really thought of that. Yeah.
This is insanity.
Yeah, it's just like, why do people think like this? So stupid. Like, so stupid.
It's just as stupid for Young Thug to be a meth dealer
Same
at 30
thing.
years old
Same
with
thing.
millions of dollars. What's his net worth? Give me Young Thug's net worth. See, if we had a producer here, which we may soon, but I'm saying if we had a producer here, I'd be like, "Yo, hit me with Young Thug's net worth."
I'm interested to see this. $8 million, it says on the internet.
8 million
I mean, I'm guessing
bags
it's
of
more.
meth.
I'm guessing it's more though too.
Of course, these are all but
These are
like
all, estimated numbers, but
bro, let 8 to 10 million, 6 to 10 million. We'll give them 2 one way, 2 the other way. $6 to $10 million. Yeah, and you're at a fucking mall.
Yeah,
Threatening some vegan. I'm just kidding. Like,
yeah, no, it's it's why.
Like, what are you doing with your life?
Like, dude, you make great music. Keep it, please.
But just make more music. I wonder how much more great music he could have made now that he's going to be in jail forever.
Yeah.
I wonder how much more great music he could have made in the times where he was selling meth or threatening to kill people. What if he had used that time to be in the studio?
Yeah.
It's sad, dude. That's some sad shit, bro.
Yeah, it sucks.
And listen, I'm not saying it's easy for these guys either to be famous and to be in the studio for 13, 14, 15 hours a day, like doing their shit. Like, yeah, that's not easy. But like, I sound like I should be on a plaque in a sorority bathroom right now, but it's not about the end. It's about the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why not rap about, like, yeah, where you come from, but also where you want to go.
Yeah.
Like, what you want to do with your life. Give people some goals. People just don't know anything anymore, man. It's so, it's like...
Yeah.
There's no initiative. There's no sense of like, and then you're doing something creative that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And you're like always right on the edge of a cliff because you're doing all this illegal shit. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think should happen with Young Thug? And would you ever glue your ass hairs to a countertop in a Starbucks? Obviously, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
To the channel.
Share, comment, leave your
I
thoughts.
want to hear those comments, dude.
Yeah.
I want to hear some comments.
Same. We haven't gotten it.
In a minute. I want to hear comments. I want to know because people, I feel like people think we want to actually read them or something, but it would be the highlight of my day if I read a comment where people are like, "Oh, Nick, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about." I'd be like, "Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Tell me more."
Yeah. So leave them, guys.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it. You got anything else?
No.
Anything else for today? Nice little Friday pop off for the weekend.
Friday, yeah.
Cool.
Listen to some Young Thug on the weekend, guys.
Yeah, definitely support the criminals. And
yeah.
I'll listen to sure, whatever. That's fine. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see you on Monday, noontime. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. Here on Wilco Media. Peace.
Peace.
Settle down. That's what it is. Settle down. Let's go. Come on.